Hi and welcome back. So today I thought we could think a bit about the noticer. So that's the N in the DNAV model. So the noticer allows us to use our five senses to experience things that are going on in the world around us. And it also allows us to notice what is going on in our own bodies. Now, why would we want to be able to do this? So thinking about what's going on in our own bodies, one reason that's good to notice is it gives us a lot of clues about what's going on in our outside world. So what's happening inside ourselves can give us a clue on what's going on outside. And we can notice our feelings of anxiety, sadness, happiness, anger, or fear. And these feelings can give us an indication of how we are right now in this moment. The benefit of this is it allows us to be more aware of ourselves and gives us some ability to not always react to what we are experiencing. And we can allow those feelings to just be there without necessarily reacting to them. So for example, we could notice feelings of anxiety but not run away from the situation. We might notice feelings of anger but not get into an argument or into a fight with someone. And it also improves our ability to be able to experience more in life by notice what's going on around us and how we're reacting to it. So it allows us to better appreciate the good things happening. Imagine hugging a loved one and not feeling anything at all. Imagine hearing a child laugh and having no inner reaction to that whatsoever. Imagine not being able to notice anything beautiful in this life, whether that's art or nature or music. Without our noticer, we wouldn't appreciate any of these things at all. So where do our noticing skills come from? Well, they start in early childhood when we're babies. So if you imagine a baby feeling tired or angry or scared, then they notice those sensations in their bodies. And they communicate that there's something going on for them to their caregiver, usually by crying. And as the baby gets older and displays similar behaviour, such as crying, and their caregiver comes to them, the caregiver may say something like, "You're sad, baby's sad." And what happens is the maturing child starts to link the physical sensations with the words, "You're sad," or "I'm sad." Eventually, instead of the child crying when they feel sad and those sensations, they start to use the words themselves. "I am sad." Now here comes a bit of a problem. Sadness is often seen as a negative emotion, one that we don't want to experience, and generally we don't want other people to experience it either. So when children start saying they're sad, then other people, parents, teachers, friends, and often things we see and hear in the media, try to cheer them up. And in a way, this starts to label the feeling sad as a bad feeling, a feeling that needs to be get rid of or changed, as if there is something inherently wrong in feeling this way. There's something inherently wrong in feeling sad. Well, teenagers can start to judge themselves for having these feelings. For example, saying, "Oh, I'm feeling sad again. There must be something wrong with me for feeling this way." That can then lead them to trying to get rid of that feeling in a whole manner of ways. Or they may hide those feelings and not talk about them and isolate themselves away. So let's just recap that bit. Sensations are being linked to words, such as sad, and then sad and any associated physical feelings become something that appears as wrong, so we try to find ways to get away from them, or to stop them, or to stop feeling sad. Now when the child starts saying to themselves, using their inner voice, so inside their head, "I am sad," then they're stepping away from their noticer space and into their advisor space, so that's the A in the DNAV model. And I'm going to make another video about that. It's coming soon, because there's loads of ways we can work with our own inner voices so we don't get caught up or tripped up in them. So please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button, and you'll find out then when I've made that video. Now, the biggest single problem with this way of thinking is that we can't make feelings stop. We can't make them go away. Well, Stephen Hayes has this saying that you can with a frontal lobotomy or a bottle in front of me. So a frontal lobotomy, brain surgery, or a bottle in front of me, a ton of alcohol. But those ways are really destructive for us. I'm sure you agree. And in fact, if you think of all the ways you might have tried to stop feeling or try to escape a certain emotion, maybe you self-harmed, maybe you've tried using drugs or alcohol, maybe you avoid seeing people or avoid going out altogether. If you've tried any of those things, then I ask you, have they helped you connect with what is important in your life? Or have they taken you away from a life you want to lead? So have they moved you towards a life that's meaningful and full of things that you want to do? Or have they taken you away from the life you want to lead? Now think about this. Those strategies might have worked for you in the short term. Avoiding that party may have reduced your social anxiety in the short term, but at what cost? Is that short-term behaviour moving you away from a life you want to be leading? So what can we do? Well, we can't get rid of our emotions. It's just impossible. But what we can do is try and be a bit more flexible with how we respond to them. We can learn some skills to help us experience feelings without having to try and push them away. And if we can do that, then maybe we have some space to do more things that are fun and meaningful to us. I'm going to cover some of those skills in a separate video, otherwise I think this one's going to get really long. And because then there's a standalone video you can refer to without having to watch all of this one again. But I have made a YouTube Shorts video, so that's a video that's under 60 seconds, that covers one of these skills, and it's called And I'll link to that in the description below. If you like what you've seen so far and you feel like you're getting value for this video, then please let me know by giving it a like or a thumbs up. It helps the video, it helps my channel, and it also lets me know what kind of content you like so that I can make more of it. So it's a win for everyone. If you want to stay up to date with the new videos I'm coming out with, then please remember to hit subscribe and that notification button. Thank you and take care.